Sorry, guys. You can't go. Sorry. We got the dogs put up, and we're going deer hunting. I hunted all last weekend. Well, I hunted some last weekend, and didn't see a single deer. Really upset me because I thought I had these deer locked down. I didn't see a single deer. I had 3 choices of where I wanted to hunt today. My cameras are up and running, so I got a lot of does. I haven't seen a buck yet. It's ridiculous. I don't know where they're at. I might start hunting over at my daughter's here pretty soon, see if there's something over there. But I'm going to go down my driveway and go hunt my neighbor's farm right behind his house. Seems to be a lot more deer over there. If I see a doe, she will be getting shot at, because I love to kill big bucks, but I'm a meat hunter at heart. I like to put deer meat in my freezer. What is that? Oh, must have fell off my 4-wheeler. Y'all can't see, but I've been painting my shed all morning to match my house. It was a tan color, but I got the day off and decided it was a good time to paint the shed. So rounded up the paint, the brushes, and got at it, knocked that out, and man, it looks so good. It's something I've been needing to do for a while, just putting it on. And we're going to slide right down there. Let me put this up. We're going to slide right down the driveway into my neighbor's property, and a lot of does. Y'all watch. I'm going to forget that's there. I'm bad about just leaving stuff all around my farm, and then when I go to find it, I can't find it. But we're going to go down here and see if we can't get a doe. There's been a lot of does down there with fawns. A lot of does with fawns. A lot of people won't shoot a doe with a fawn. I will, because the fawns are already done. They're done weaning. They're not they're not needing milk anymore. They're eating this corn just like full-grown adults. They're eating a lot of greenery. They're eating everything. They're grown up. They barely have any spots left for the ones I've been seeing on camera. So then again, we may just watch them, because I got to go to work tomorrow. And if I shoot one, then I got to deal with it. I got to find it, bring it back, and I'd probably take it to the processor, because I really don't want to clean one tonight. So we may just go down here and sit and wait. But you know what? I really don't. If I go down here, there's does. Right down here. Right down there is where I'm going in, right behind that telephone pole in that little cave, and to the left. And it's chock full of deer. I think I'm going to leave that alone. I'm going up here to the hog pen stand. Change of plans. I'm going to the hog pen stand. And if there's a buck around, like, I don't have a camera over here because it's broke. But if there's a buck around, he's going to be in this 44-acre thicket. We shot 2 big bucks here last year. I shot one and my brother shot one about a week before me. There's some big bucks traveling in this 44 acres that borders up to mine. And let's go see what's at the hog pen stand. And just a little reminder, I got to start getting quiet, but just a little reminder, this is the last weekend coming up. I don't know if I'll have this edited in time. Hopefully I can edit it tomorrow. Today's Wednesday. But this is the last weekend for the muscadines. They are playing out. Last weekend, we'll have Supreme and Black Beauty. The icing are pretty much gone. You can see all the leaves are turning yellow. There'll be a lot of Black Beauty and Supreme this weekend for you guys that want to come out and pick the big grapes. That's what everybody wants anyway. There'll be some Darlene apparently. Look at all this Darlene. Wow, look at that. Look at that. That got bird doo-doo on it. I don't want that one. But there's a lot in there. Look at that. They're in there. Just remember, guys, y'all come down. This is the last row, midway up. Mm. Okay. All right. Yeah, well, this is the last weekend we'll be open for the U-Pig. So stick around. We're going to go get in the tree stand and see what we see. right, well, I'll spare you the gruesome details. I counted 4 that went up on to my neighbor's property. He's got a food plot over here with a feeder. That feeder went off and they come pouring out. I counted 4 that went into the food plot, and they stayed over there for a long time. And finally, I kept looking, saying, praying they would come over here for my bulk feeder. And I finally seen movement on one. There were 3 fawns that came in and 1 big doe. I couldn't turn the camera because she was on this little dirt road that I'm on, and she locked on me. She looked up there. She caught me moving, playing with the cameras is what she did. I know that's what she did because I still had my hand on the camera. I was froze, trying not to. I was hoping she'd finally relax and come on over, but she didn't. And once she stepped into the woods and started all that blowing, I looked down and another one stepped out. And it was another good-sized doe. She stopped right here, and I shot her, and she dropped. I thought it was a spine shot because I've done that before. It wasn't a spine shot. It hit her in the belly and came out her front shoulder. No, it hit her in the heart. That's the first one, I guess. And I can't show you on YouTube. I'll show you here in just a second once I get these arrows out of her. But she kept thrashing around. Thank goodness she didn't run, because that's the worst. I hate tracking them this time of night because I got to go to work in the morning. I got to find her, then bring her home and clean her. I think I'm just going to run her to the processor so I can come home and chill out with Kim tonight. But she kept thrashing around. I had time to relock my crossbow, throw another bolt in her, and dispatch her properly. And she is down. I'm on the board. That's what matters most. I got some meat in the freezer for you guys. I said earlier in the video, we are meat hunters. I am. When my brother comes down, he'll shoot a doe, but he likes to chase these big bucks, which I do too. Once the weather gets cold, the rut gets closer. Right now is meat time. These does are running around everywhere, and we are loaded with them here in Meriwether County. I've said it before on other videos. We're a trophy county, so we have to have 4 points on one side in Meriwether or a 15-inch inside spread. No bucks today, lots of does. We're going to get her cleaned up, and I'll show you a little more of her. All right, just a little look. Cover the blood up. I keep hearing about YouTube not allowing you to show blood. I'm not sure about all that. But hey, this is Kinfolk Farm. We're all about blood and guts. But I drug her out here to the top of the vineyard where we can see a little better. It's getting dark up in there. But a nice little doe. Super happy with it. Going to clean her real quick, run her to the processor, and get her out of here and get her cleaned and processed for the freezer. We're looking forward to some more cube steak. I would normally do it tonight, but I got to round up ice and coolers and all. I hate taking anything to the processor. But I got canceled today at work. I painted the well house. I said, you know what? I got a couple hours. I'm going deer hunting. If I shoot one, we're just going to run it to the processor. I got a big vacation coming up starting next week, so a lot of deer hunting. But we're going to take this girl to the processor. Stick around. We'll talk more about the vineyard. All right. Well, change of plans. I didn't get to process the deer last night at the processor. I had to rush home. I took it to the processor, but they were closed. So I just grabbed a bag of ice, came home, and processed the deer myself. It's in the cooler underneath the deck there. But it is the next day, or it's starting to be evening now. We're going to run over here real quick. My wife texted me on the way home and said, Shane, she went to go get the eggs and said there's a big snake, or a snake, in the quail pen. So we're going to go deal with that real quick, and then hopefully it's real quick. And then in the morning, we will talk about muscadines and get this video out for you guys to let you know that we're open this last weekend. This is the last weekend for you guys that are watching it today. Let's go deal with this snake. All right, well, hopefully this goes smooth. I got some lights down there. That's just my little security lights I keep on. My little solar lights that we use here at the quail pens. Hopefully this isn't going to be too big of a deal. Kim said it's right inside this first pen. And for you guys that don't know, there it is. I see it trying to get out on that back wall right there. Let's grab it. It's got a quail. I see it in its belly. Let's get the trash can and the snake catcher before this thing finds a way out. I keep my snake catcher right in here. This thing has been great. Of course, this will be the second snake I caught. The first snake went really, really well. Hopefully this goes well. And we knock this out real quick. Get the trash can set up. He's just laying on that back wall. Take the lid off. That's a big one too. It is a jumbo. Now I got to worry about my quail getting out too. That's a big one. I'm going to put this camera right here. I know it's going to be difficult to see, but we're going to go ahead and video it right here. Let's see. It works better with two hands. Watch out, little birds. Nice. That worked out good. Let me turn this off where y'all can see. Yeah, that worked out really well. Nice. Happy with that. Clean all this up in the morning. We'll talk about muscadines and have a good day. Ooh, now I got the willies from a snake. I'm back. Good morning. The end of the video. That was interesting. We had a lot of change of plans. I was going to hunt down here on my neighbors, which I got a trail camera set up, and there's tons of deer down there. Really trying to save that for my grandson, because I know we'll see a lot of deer down there. Hopefully tonight we'll get to do some hunting down there. If people drift out of it. We try to close at 6. If somebody's here, they're coming to spend some money, we're open. But if they're not here, 6 o'clock, that chain goes up and we're hitting the woods. So hopefully me and my grandson can get in there and see some deer tonight. But I decided to hunt up here by the hog pen. Got a nice doe. I'm going to cut her up tonight. I got her in the cooler now, but just want to talk a little bit about the grape. Oh, and the snake. The snake last night was a nice little adventure. You guys, my subscribers, kept telling me to get a snake catcher, get a snake catcher. I didn't even know there was such a tool. Ordered it on Amazon, and that's the second snake I've grabbed out of my coop with that thing. I love it. It's about 6 foot long. I think it was $35 on Amazon, something like that. But it's I keep it put up in the chicken coop. It seems like it's going to last forever. It's well made. And if you guys that got chicken problems, that is a must buy, because you just reach in there, grab a snake, and it clamps flush right on the snake. He cannot get away. It's just a great little tool to have, and a game changer for these snakes, because we get 2 or 3 every year in the chicken pen. But anyway, this is the last weekend. I'm gonna edit this Friday morning. I'm gonna edit it real quick, throw it out there, so Friday afternoon you guys will be seeing it. But today, Saturday, and Sunday are the last days for the U-pick. The Supreme and the Black Beauty are the only ones that are pretty much left, and they are loaded. And you can see they just, I mean, every fistful is just, I mean, there's not a bad grape in the bunch. They're just at the perfect place right now to get in here and grab these grapes. But like I say, this will be our last week. This will be our last week. Because most of the grapes are piddling out. The Black Beauty, good grape. The Black Beauty are the same way. You just reach in there and grab a fistful. Just grab a fistful, and they're all ready to go. They're all ready to go, and they're fantastic. Put those in my pocket. But they are fantastic. I got 3 rows of Black Beauty. I got some Supreme down here on the end, and I got a bunch of Supreme up there in the middle. They're ready. The icing, I'll probably be shaking those off the vine today or this weekend. They're getting that little raisiny look. They're not any good. They're just all wilted and soft and mushy. And they got that little alcohol taste to them. They're done. There are a few Darlene left. The Carlos look just about like the icing. The Carlos is just about the same way. So we're going to start shaking vines this weekend, get these icings cleaned up, Carlos cleaned up. I may wait on the Darlene just to see if anybody else finds them. I don't ever even go out there and fool with them. My wife was picking at me about it last night. She said, you like the purple grapes. You don't fool with the bronze. You don't ever pick any bronze for the table and all that. I go, yeah, she's wanting me to put up some for wine. I didn't even put up no grapes for wine this year. I may this weekend because I know I want to make some this winter. But anyway, come on out. We are still open one more weekend. Lots of Supreme, lots of Black Beauty. And the rows are covered from one end to the other. They are covered. We hadn't picked half these grapes. We have been super busy. Best year ever. I mean, we have been slam packed with customers all September. And thank you guys, the ones that have came out. Thank you guys so much for your support. Y'all have been a huge help and a lot of fun. I've had so much fun meeting all you guys from YouTube, just sitting out, talking. That's my favorite thing to do, is just sit back and do nothing, just shoot the breeze. I love doing that, but it's been a blast. I've had so much support from YouTube. It's been just amazing. But thanks again, guys. We're going to wrap this up. I need to edit this video, hurry up and get it out. But come on out. We got Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Lots of grapes. Get out here and get you some. Thank you guys so much for checking out my video. Love you to death. Come get some of these muscadines. You'll love them.